Here we will be doing the activities of chapter 2, collection of data, from the NCERT statistics book. The first activity of chapter 2 is collect information from a person who lives in a remote village of India. Which mode of data collection will be appropriate and why? Discuss. So the answer for this activity will be the village people of India has limited literacy. So we know that the village people, they are having limited literacy. Next one is poor connectivity and limited technology use. So what happens? The most appropriate method for the collection of information or data will be through personal interview. This is very important, that we will have to use the personal interview or the face-to-face questioning method for data collection. What are the advantages of this method collection of data collection? This is the personal method. First one is what? Overcome the limited literacy problem. So we know that there is some literacy problem here in the villages, so we can overcome that through the face-to-face interview. So face-to-face interview will allow them to answer questions and record responses directly. The next advantage is what? Personal interactions will build trust when the interviewer can speak and interact in the same language with the rural people. So this is also one advantage for face-to-face or personal interactions by the interviewers. Next one is what? Non-verbal behavior. So we can understand the non-verbal behavior also, and these observations will help us collect data most easily. Next, the last one is what? There is no dependency on internet or connectivity. So because it is a face-to-face or personal interaction, so we don't need to depend on the internet, computer or connectivity kind of issues. The next activity of this chapter is interview the parents about the quality of teaching in a school. If the principal of the school is present, what types of problems can arise? So for this question or for this activity, what will be the answer? Interviewing the parents about the quality of teaching in a school in a rural village or rural or remote area can open different problems in meeting quality standards. So we will find that there are many numerous problems the parents are facing, which they will speak about. What is it? It is about the poor hygiene, lack of cleanliness or maintenance, infrastructures are limited, staffs are not competent, staff incompetencies, and poor teaching processes. But what happens when the principal of the school is present? So in front of the parents, if the principal is present, then what will happen? Obviously the parents may not open because they may fear or they may hesitate to say all their problems. So what happens? The parents may not openly answer about the problems faced by the students in the school. Parents may hesitate because to criticize the quality of the teaching in front of the principal. So why? Because the school authority can create pressure on the children, and this might make them suffer. The children may suffer of their result, or maybe they will not be treated properly. So they will have to face these problems. The parents will have to face these problems along with their children. Now, what is it required? It is required to collect data through personal interview from the parents in the school in a private manner. So the interviewer should make sure that the interview done is in a private manner. This will keep the parents safe and they will feel free to answer in such private environment where there are no principal or any school staffs present. The next activity question is, in which year the next census in China and India will be held? So the answer to this question will be, in India, the next census. Now we have completed the last census, which was conducted in the year what? 2011. So what is the estimated? We have found that it was conducted by the Office of the Registrar General and Census Commission of India. So the next census was scheduled to be held on 2021, but because of COVID-19 it was postponed. So the next census will be held and it is expected to be scheduled in the year 2026. That means this year. Okay. And what is for China? China conducted its last census in the year 2020 by the National Bureau of Statistics of China, and hence the next census is scheduled to be held in the year 2030. Now in this question of activity 4, we find that we will have to find the opinion of students about the new economics textbook of class 11 what will be the population and the sample. So we will have to predict the population and the sample for the opinion of students about the new economic textbook of class 11. So what is the answer here? First we will have to understand what is the population. The population is the entire group, that means the total group that one wants to study economics. That means that all the students of class 11 studying economics textbook is the total population or the population. And what is the sample? Sample is the smaller group of that population from which the data are collected. So hence from this we find that what is the population here? The population in the above case will be all the students of class 11 who are using the new economic textbook. So all the students included who are in class 11 using or reading the new economic textbook is the population. And what is the sample? The sample will be the selected group of students that may be 50 or 70 in numbers from different schools chosen randomly from class 11. So sample is the small size of the population. Here the next activity question, activity 5 is, if a researcher wants to estimate the average yield of wheat in Punjab, what will his population and sample be? So again here we will have to consider what is the population and sample. So what is the population? Population represents the entire group whose average yield the researcher wants to estimate. And what is the sample? Sample, we know that it is the small part or the small group from the population. So it refers to the number of wheat farms or wheat fields from the various areas of Punjab that are collected. Hence population will be all the wheat producing farms in Punjab, and sample will be what? Few farms selected from different areas in Punjab. So these are the population and sample for the above researcher wants to estimate the average yield of wheat in Punjab. Now activity 6, what is the question? Analyze the trends of food grain production in India for the last 50 years. As it is difficult to collect data for all the years, it is asked to select the sample of productions of 10 years. Using the random number tables, how will you select your sample years? So what will be the answer for this question or for this activity? Here we know that population is all the years in the last 50 years of production of food production. So now we will take an example. So now we consider the years from 1976 to 2025. So till last 2025 we have 50 years, what? 1976 to 2025, total 50 years. Now we will list all the 50 years according to the numbers, numerical order. So 1976 first will be what? 01, 1977 02, 1978 03. Accordingly one by one we will give the numbers till 2025 will be what? 50. Now, as we have given every year's a unique number from 1 to 01 to 50 or 1 to 50, now we will be using the random number table. So what we do here, we choose the starting point randomly. We select any row or any column randomly in the random table. Then what? Since numbers go from 01 to 50, read 2-digit form. So we will have to read the 2-digit form because all the numbers are from 01 to 50. Now read 2-digit number one by one. Next we will accept numbers between 01 and 50. We will have to accept the numbers only between 01 and 50. Now what again? We will continue until 10 different valid numbers are available. So randomly we will select any 10 different random valid numbers, and then we will, what we will do, we'll do these numbers, we will then what we'll do, select, match and select them with the corresponding years. So now if we take the numbers randomly as 08, 13, 26, 04, 42, 20, 49, 29, 35, 10. So these are all the 10 numbers randomly chosen, and so that we will match them with the corresponding years. So they will come out to be 1983, 1987, 2001, 1979, 2017, 1995, 2024, 2004, 2010 and 1985. So in this way we will select the years as per the random numbers chosen. Now here are certain short questions given which I will ask you all to solve it out. What is data? What are variables? What is a survey? What is questionnaire? What are sampling errors and non-sampling errors? What is pilot survey? Name different kinds of data collection methods. What is census? We will do these answers. Try to write it on your own or otherwise we will do it on the next video.